everyone, welcome. Energy with Julie here. Before we begin, I'd like to speak to the energy I've been feeling lately, not just intuitively, but also through my clients and creative work. There's been a noticeable sense of low energy, feeling stuck and not really knowing what direction to move in next. Even though it's a new year, it doesn't feel new yet. A lot of people feel tired, unmotivated, and unsure of what the future holds. Like they're dragging their feet, not because they don't want to move forward, but because they are honestly feeling depleted. This same energy has been coming up again and again in my healing practice and creatively as well. So instead of forcing positivity or pushing forward, I wanted to tune into it and see what's really happening beneath the surface with spirit. It makes sense because we're still in the year of the snake, a time of shedding old layers, transformation, and release. This final phase of letting go can feel uncomfortable, messy, and intense. But we're approaching the year of the horse in February, which brings freedom, courage, momentum, and new energy. So even though it's heavy now, this process is preparing us for forward movement. And that's why it's so important to be gentle with yourself right now. There's a lot of falling away in relationships, work, creativity, and that's normal. The energy of true transformation. Okay? So today's reading is a collective energy check-in to bring clarity, reassurance, and a deeper understanding of why things feel slow or unclear right now, and what this phase is preparing us for. And just quickly, if you're new to card readings, I'll be using both tarot and oracle cards today. Tarot cards follow a traditional structure. The minor and the major arcana tell the story of what's happening, why it's happening, and how to move through it. Oracle cards are more intuitive and free-flowing. They offer guidance, reassurance, and supportive messages from spirit. So tarot shows us the pattern, and oracle cards help us anchor in the message. So before we begin, I've premeditated and shuffled the cards. And to clear our energy, let's just do a short meditation to really tune into this portal. And whenever this message finds you is the perfect divine time for you to hear these messages. So closing your eyes, taking in a nice cleansing deep breath in through your nose. Open the mouth wide and just let go of any lower vibrations, any negativities out of the body. Allowing yourself to feel more calm and centered, peaceful, as we enter into this safe, loving, and sacred space to let go, to tap inward, calling in your higher self, your angels and spirit guides to guide you through. And if there's any specific question or questions, just tune into your heart. Let your angels and guides know through the heart space. And they'll pick up the vibrations and relay the messages to you in perfect divine timing. All right, let's begin. So I'm starting with tarot. I'm using the fountain. I chose this deck because these energies in this deck are very cleansing, and I feel like because we're cleansing out and we're shedding, we need to hear some cleansing messages to get us through this weird time. Yeah, so we got 2 coins. Okay, so the 2 of coins is the juggle. It's the balancing act of juggling everything right now. Life itself, personal, work, relationships. It's also a card of us keeping our heads above water, like trying to just keep our heads above water, gasping for air. This is such a card right now that shows exactly what we're all going through and what I explained at the beginning. And 2 of Pentacles, so, if bringing in balance, love this, the sun came in. it's bringing in balance. We're not going to have to juggle anymore after the sun comes up, okay? Like I said, it just feels messy right now because we are at the end of shedding. And, you know, purification, detoxing isn't pretty, right? So that's why it feels like we are trying to, or feels like we're juggling a lot and trying to keep our head above water, and just to move forward, dragging our feet. But the sun comes in. The sun is the best card you can get in the deck. And this is the light after the dark that we're experiencing right now. Hallelujah for the sun, right? Like, it's the most positive card you can get in the deck. It is all about abundance, prosperity, success, not taking things so serious, like the Two of Coins, juggling so much. There's just so much pressure on us right now, I think, in the new year. And the sun comes in to say, hey, we are here. The sun is here to bring more playfulness, to bring the light, to shine it when we don't feel the light. And interesting that we got the Two of Swords. So we got the Two of Coins, the sun, and the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is, you know, breaking free. And in this deck, that's how I see it and how I'm intuitively reading it. Normally, the Two of Swords has their swords covering their heart and a blindfold on. Well, in this deck, she has her arms wide open, her heart open. She's released the blocks from her heart. She's let go. She's forgiven. She's ready to move forward with open heart and an open mind. Okay? And it's coming out of the water now, so to speak. As she's walking out of the water, feeling this freedom. Because what was holding her back was heaviness, resentments, or, you know, grudges, or the way things used to be, holding on so tightly. Now it's like breaking free. So you can experience the sun coming in. You're open to the sun, okay? This is a card of, like, you know, when our heart is open, our heart chakra, that's a magnet. So that magnetizes us to all of our deepest desires, our dreams and manifestations. So to do that, we need the sun shining on this open heart chakra. Love these messages. It feels so aligned with what's happening collectively in this energy. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, so we have the Five of Coins. So us walking away from the things that no longer serve us. Okay, this is any type of energy that we feel, or we could still feel like we're being left out in the cold, with the Eight of Coins as well. So we went to the Five of Coins, the Eight of Coins. So Five of Coins is a card of destitution. You know, these two people are locked out of this church on a cold, snowy night. And the church is warm. There's, you know, food and people in there, and they're not allowed in. The doors are locked. So it's like they need to move forward and find a church that the doors are open and the people are welcoming and there's a feast. Okay? So really walking away from those people, places, things, situations that make you feel cold. Okay? And the Eight of Coins, keep going. This is a card of culmination, like the building blocks. You're almost there. The hard work is paying off. You have to believe in the sun, in the light. The light is so much more powerful than the dark, okay? We have to remember that. And more so now as we're moving closer to the new earth energies of a 5D frequency range of a heart-spaced reality. We're almost there, guys. Keep going. Don't give up. This is also a confirmation that we are on the right path at the right time, doing the right things, okay? So just keep going. There is still hard work ahead, but we're almost there. We're almost there. What else is happening for us? Ooh, we have the Fool. So another major arcana. So our other major arcana is the Sun, They're the most powerful energies in the deck. They're the first in the tarot deck. So now we have the Fool. We start at 0 point. And I feel like this is like momentum forward. If you look at this, it looks like it's like the horse year, right? It's the 0 card, the Fool. Taking a leap of faith, taking risks, saying yes, keeping yourself open beside the 2 of Swords, okay? It's all about brand new beginnings. And she's leaping, and that's what horses do, right? They leap, catch, leap, and the universe will catch you. Like, move first is what I'm feeling from this. Okay, so keep going with the 8 of Coins, and then the Fool. We're gonna leap into some really good new energies, and she's literally leaping towards the sun. She's leaping towards the openness of the 2 of Swords, opening up the heart, and then leaping to the sun after all the hard work. All right, 10 of Wands. The burdens are lifting. This is the cycle completing. This is the number 10, right? So we're in the 9th year. 2025 equals 9, and 2026 equals, well, 10, so it's 1. So we're starting a new year, and that's with the Fool card. And 10 of Wands is more burdens are lifting. So if you're carrying heavy burdens of the past, they're lifting now. Could be yours, could be other people's, it could be a mixture of both. It could just be in collective like energy and just, you know, existing right now. So it's almost like a rebirth. So we have the Fool, and then the 10 of Wands. It's like this new beginning is, we're going to feel a lot more free and light and happiness. Living our best life, right? Oh yeah, the Moon card. So still uncovering, still lifting the illusions, lifting the burdens, lifting the illusions. There's still hidden truths that we haven't come to realization yet. So the Moon comes in after the Sun. Not my favorite cadence of cards. I'd like to see the Moon then the Sun, but it's okay. We got the Sun here to reassure us at the beginning. Now we also know that there's some, you know, murky waters we have to tread through still, because the Moon comes up to actually illuminate things that are hidden. So it's kind of like, you know, having more clarity. It can be emotional. You know, we want that illumination to come out to help us see clearly. So I feel like right now we're in that Moon energy. We can't yet feel the Sun, but the Sun showed up to, like I said, reassure us. And, you know, don't be surprised at the news that you hear coming out this year. It's probably gonna blow our minds of what has been hidden from us, and what, you know, gifts and abilities that we have are going to be amplified. So I feel like this Moon card is going to amplify our spiritual gifts and abilities and our power. So we're going to tap into energies that we never even knew we had. And we really actually don't have to do anything to have these, have this access to it, because the new earth is raising its vibration. So we're raising our vibration. We're becoming more light. Our light bodies are more activated. We're becoming more powerful in all the ways. Like, I can feel it with my gifts and abilities. I'm still unlocking all these new spiritual truths and abilities. So illuminate, and that's another major arcana. And we got the Magician. And, you know, The Magician is coming up to say we are the true alchemists, guys. And this is why I actually jumped on here to do this reading for you right now. Like I said at the beginning, I'm hearing it everywhere. People are coming in just heavy and low energy. And I just want to be that alchemist for you to say, hey, here are some real truths that are happening right now with us in the collective energy. We're one energy, we feel it all. But we can do the things that can change it. So instead of me feeling tired today and not wanting to, do much, rest, relax, I was like, no, the collective needs me. I need to show up and show people that we can alchemize these energies. So I pulled up my big girl socks and here I am filming for you. Why? Because I know with my spiritual gifts and abilities that I've unlocked that we are way more powerful than we've ever imagined, ever believed, ever been taught. That we can turn lead into gold, so to speak. We can turn that negative energy into something positive. We have that power to do so. We literally create our own reality. But no one's ever taught us this. We're slowly starting to figure all of this out, okay? And it's okay. And everything's divine timing, so you're not behind. You're just exactly where you need to be. The Magician is abundant. It can see through the rose-colored glasses and can find those frequencies to lift you higher. And I wanted this card reading to do that. And this is another Major Arcana. It's beside the Fool. So we go to 0 to 1. Okay? So beautiful cadence of numbers and energy. We have to be of the vibration of what we want to experience. I teach quantum manifesting classes or sessions here, and I also created a digital online course called Becoming a Manifestation Journey. You should totally check it out. I'll leave the links below, and to book a session with me as well. Because what I teach is that we have to let go. We have to let go of the fears, the negativities, the blocks, the stuff that lowers our vibration, because we're naturally high vibration, but these patterns that we have been taught or conditioned or brainwashed to takes us out of our power, so we don't realize that we are the Magician. But we all are, okay? We just have to quiet the mind, do the things that keep us happy, raising our vibration. Simple things is nature walks, meditation, breath work. Simply just laying down and listening to meditation music or healing frequencies can help you raise your vibration. Eating whole foods like organic fruits and vegetables help raise your vibration, because when we're vibing high, right, that's where our heart chakra is open. So this is why we got taught that the sun's here. We got to keep our heart chakra open, right, to let the sun in, to let the light in, to open up the Two of Swords and open up like the Fool. So that magnetizes us to our deepest desires, our manifestations. Okay. So yeah, guys, we all are. We are all abundant. We just have to learn those patterns that keep it down, that we've been taught. This is where our power is. This is where the Ten of Wands is lifting those burdens, and the moon is here to shine on all of our gifts and our abilities, our superpowers, if you will. Okay. And the Magician is just like, yeah, you got this. We got this. I got my rose-colored glasses on, and I choose to see things in a different perspective, a brighter light. How is that? Okay? Pink lens. That's what 2026 is. We have to choose that. So when we choose that, we become that, then we magnetize that to us. Love on the bottom of the deck, we got the Ace of Swords, a gift to the universe, bringing us the clarity that we need, the fresh new energy that we need. The sword is going to cut through all the BS that has been lowering our vibration. Okay, so we can see clearly now. Third eye chakra open. Okay, new insights, new downloads, new ways of being. Trust in me. Trust in what I'm saying and believe in it. Have the faith. That's why I came on here today. To help you all out. in this time of not knowing. But here we go. We have the clarity coming through. All right, little mini tarot, just to get some clarifiers. Let's just see how many pop out. I love these cards. They're so cute. I like to travel with them. Here we go. We got the Justice. There's the balance and the justice that we all deserve. Any injustices will be served. Okay? Love. Love, love, love. Putting that right in the middle. It's our time now, guys. It's our time to shine. It's our time to break free of all these old, heavy baggage energies that we're all holding on to, our triggers. Yeah, we're not going to feel stuck anymore. This is the card of isolation, the Eight of Swords. It's like feeling stuck, feeling heavy, self-sabotaging ourselves because we don't understand what's going on. We're in too much in the mind. But the castle's there. Our hopes and dreams are coming true. We have to believe in that. Believe in ourselves. Believe in one another. Remember, heart chakra open. Forgive, forget, move on. We got the Hermit. So yeah, the Hermit's coming in to say, you know, this is a time of really just going within. The Hermit's his own guru. He's the wisest in the tarot. So Major Arcana with the Justice, Major Arcana. You know, the Hermit takes time to shine that light within him, to bring light to the shadows, the triggers, the negativities, the stresses, the tension, the overwhelm, and lights that path ahead once he's done all the work. And he's on top of the snowy mountain because he's accomplished that journey. And that's the inner journey. The introspection is the most beautiful inner journey. And so a lot of spiritual awakenings are happening with each and every one of you as well. So spiritual awakenings can feel dark and uncomfortable. Lastly, we got the Five of Cups. So it's not being upset about the spilt wine that is in front of him, the 3 cups of spilt wine. He's just sad looking at that. You know, these are the disappointments or what's happened in the past with people, places, and things. It's saying, just lift your head up, guys. Be the magician. Choose to see a different way of seeing. The Hermit, you going within, is going to help you there. So you can have a new perspective. So you can lift your head up. See that the castle's there. Your hopes and dreams. And turn around. There's always full cup. So put a plug in the past to move forward. Learn from our lessons so we can fully move forward. And the cup is always full. Staying optimistic like the magician. And then on the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So we got the Lovers card, okay? Universe wants to bless us with more divine loving connections. This is a gift, guys. You know, divine unions coming together. It doesn't have to be romance and love, but it sure can. But I feel like it's like the universe wants to bring, you know, God, source, the universe, whatever you believe in. It's bringing Adam and Eve together with the sun coming out. But I think it's like blessing us all with more love, and that's what we truly need on our planet, is to really tap into that love frequency, right? That dynamic, that union where we all just love each other and walk around with our heart chakras open. Because the more love that we experience here, the better off our future is going to be, right? Because love is a high frequency. Authenticity is a high frequency. All right, let's do some oracle cards for some healing energy. So I chose the Rose Oracle today because these are very healing, and the roses hold codes of ancient expression, and yeah, ancient expression and wisdom, spiritual wisdom. So we got the rose thread, inner call, soul led, the mystic, living courageously. So love that. We're being called to step up. It's that inner call like the Hermit, okay? open yourselves up to let the sun in the heart, to let the light in, to take the leap of faith, to work with the light, with the magician, okay? The mystic. It's mystical, it's magical. These are their spiritual gifts and abilities that are being revealed by that moon. You know, more real truths are coming to light, and living courageously. It's like, yeah, it takes courage and strength to live your destiny. And we have to be courageous, guys. We have to stand up. We have to hold our solar plexus chakra, our power, our personal power, our intuition. Really stand in our light, stand in our power. Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within destiny. I just said that. It aligns exactly. So Sophia's divine plan, like I said, this is all divinely orchestrated, okay? It's divine timing. We are exactly where we need to be to go through the growth and the transformation right now. It's wisdom. We're learning more wisdom about ourselves, but the Hermit card and going within, and the wisdom to be the magician, and in that intelligence within. Like the Hermit, like I said, he is his own guru. He takes the time out in his life. It's a long journey within, but all the answers are inside of you, inside of us. All the happiness truly lies within there too. Be the alchemist of light, guys. I'll do one more card for a healing message. It's too many. One more card. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Well, we got 3. So I'm going to take it. They want us to have more healing messages. So the grandmothers, remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings, okay? So our ancestors, our angels, our spirit guides are here. The grandmothers are here. So remember your roots. You know, we are dissolving generational traumas. We're also, you know, enhancing with our generational blessings. It's changing a new perspective. So know that we have our ancestors that are truly cheering us on to live in one of the hardest times in the history of mankind right now. So trust right now. Trust that what we're going through. And lean into your grandmother, whether they're still here or, you know, they've passed on. They could be your angels, your spirit guides to really, you know, help you. And so just ask for their help. Lean into it and remember them. Come to me. Attracting like a rose, receive abundance desires. Exactly. Okay, so attracting like a rose, her heart chakra's open. Receive. We need to be open to receive this new abundance that's coming in. We can't accept the abundance if we're not open to receive it. If we're always striving and doing more, that leaves no space for us to actually receive anything. So that's where the abundance is. We live in abundance. We just get in our own way. We create the limited beliefs, the blocks, and that blocks our desires, right? So practicing being open to receive by writing yourself, what am I receiving today? Instead of a to-do list, what am I receiving? That's the healing. The rose garden, innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. I said that too at the beginning. Okay? Forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, opening the heart. Be gentle with yourself at this time. It's not an easy time right now. And we got the sun again on the bottom of the deck, the best card that we can get, the most positive card. Joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, and play. So this is what we want to alchemize, guys, with the magician is the sun. Okay, alchemize the light. Use the dark to alchemize the light. Do something to switch your energy, whether you be jumping up and down, doing jumping jacks, dancing, playing your favorite music, splashing water on your face to get yourself out of a funk. Just do something to change your energy and really tap into the joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, play. We're all meant to enjoy life, guys. It doesn't have to be so hard. This is your reminder. The sun twice. Hello. First card, collective card reading of 2026, and we got the sun twice. I think that's something really amazing to look forward to, and keeping the faith and the love in your heart. We all know what to do. It's what feels really tough right now, but we got this. All right, so if you're feeling called, I have a video that you can tune into. So if you're feeling these heavy energies, I'll link the sound healing to it. It's my gift to you, a sound healing for deep rest and renewal. I highly recommend that you tune into that video if you want to do like a nice meditation sound healing. It'll put you to sleep. It's my mostly viewed sound healing and with the most positive comments, so please truly enjoy that. And also too, if you're wanting to learn how to receive abundance, I also have another video, sound healing meditation, that I did to activate receiving, and it's up your abundance tenfold. So I can list that video as well for you. I highly recommend them to do. And please share, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. It really truly helps my channel grow and others find me, which is the most important thing. I want to be spreading these beautiful positive messages and, you know, alchemizing that energy for you all, because I'm Energy with Julie. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I love you lots, and stay tuned until the next video. Ciao for now.